Hello and welcome to How to Add using column addition. So in this video I'm going to show you how we would add different numbers using the column addition method. So the first calculation I'm going to show you is 135 add 243, and my keys to success over here are going to help me to make sure that I am accurate. So the first thing I've got to do is to write my digits in columns. So I've got 135 add 243. So I've made sure I've lined up my ones digits, my tens and my hundreds. First thing I've got to do is to add from the right hand side. So I'm going to do 5 add 3 equals 8, and I'm going to write that in my answer bar. Next thing I do is move to the tens column. 3 add 4 is 7, and then my hundreds, 1 add 2 equals 3. And the answer is 378. Sometimes when we're doing column addition, we need to do something called exchange, and that happens when the digits in one column are added together and the answer is greater than 9. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, we write the digits in columns again. So I've got my 359 and I'm adding 213. And again, I'm going to add from the right hand side. So in this case, I'm adding my ones. So 9 add 3 equals 12. So my 2 ones goes in the ones column, and then I exchange the 10 into my tens column. 5 add 1 is 7. And I'm going to cross out this 10 because then I know I've added it. 3 add 2 is 5. So the answer for the calculation is 572. Sometimes there are multiple exchanges. So more than one column will have an answer that is greater than 9. So the calculation here is 455. And I am adding 269. Okay, and we can look to see where those exchanges might happen before we start calculating. So I can see straight away that in the ones column, I'm probably going to have to exchange because I'm doing 9 add 5. So 9 add 5 or 5 add 9, can add in any order, is 14. So my 4 ones goes in my ones column and my 10 moves into my tens column. 5 add 6 add 1 is 12. So my 2 goes here, my 100 moves over here, and I cross out to show that I've added. 4 add 2 add 1 is 7, and the answer to my calculation is 724. Once we're really familiar with 3-digit numbers, we would then add 4-digit numbers together, and then we'd move on to 5-digit numbers like we've got here. So I'm adding 12,183 to 11,219. Again, I'm writing my digits in columns. So I've got my 12,183 and I'm adding 11,219. And just to help me to read my answer, I'm going to track my comma into my answer bar. So I've written my digits in columns. I'm now going to add from the right hand side. So adding with the ones to start with, 3 add 9 or 9 add 3 gives me the answer of 12. So my 2 1s goes here and my 10 goes underneath. 8 add 1 is 10. So the 0 goes here, and then I put that 100 into my hundreds column and cross out the 10 I've added. 1 add 2 add 1 is 4. 2 add 1 is 3. And 1 add 1 is 2. And even though I'm just saying the digit, again, it's really important to remember the value of that digit. You must know that this here is 100. This here is 200. Okay, and when we have mastered adding larger numbers, we will start to add decimal numbers. So it's exactly the same to start with. I'm writing my digits in columns. 425.6 add 314.9. And I'm tracking down my decimal points so I don't forget to add it at the end and end up with the wrong answer. So I'm adding from the right hand side. So this right hand side now is actually the tenths column. So I've got my hundreds, tens, ones and tenths. So I begin adding with my tenths. So 6 tenths add 9 tenths is 15 tenths. So I can write my 5 here and then my 1 underneath. 5 add 4 add 1 is 10. Crossing out that 1, putting my 10 underneath. 2 add 1 is 4. And 4 add 3 is 7. So the answer is 740.5. Now remember to cross out that 10 because I added it on. So 740.5. Thank you for listening. Happy adding!